We hope you have an opportunity to visit many of our locations. We are located throughout Alameda County and Contra Costa County. Here are two maps showing some of our locations. On the left is a local map with some of our branch locations, and on the right is a map of Northern California because we have two camps that are much further outside of the Bay Area, one in Redway, California, and the other in Pescadero, California. The downtown Berkeley YMCA and hotel are right across the street from the old post office in Berkeley. The downtown Berkeley exercise facility has 3 swimming pools, serves 10,000 households, and almost 2,000 members come through the doors every day. Recently, modern bike racks were built to help members have a secure place to lock their bikes. This is especially important because parking is limited in the area. The Albany YMCA is a small treat just off of Solano Avenue in Albany. At the exercise facility, it used to be a social hall, and before that, you can see it was just someone's house. So even though it's small, it has an amazing amount of services packed in one place. Nearby, there are a number of youth development programs offered as well. The Irvin Deutscher Family YMCA has been serving families in the Mount Diablo area since 1964. They have lots of outdoor space and services, including an outdoor pool. Recently renovated, their indoor services have a lot to offer men and women of every age. It's hard to say enough about our early childhood impact services and our out-of-school time services for youth and children. Throw a dart at the map of the area and we've got a program that is providing incredible services for people meeting communities that are underserved or with less resources. Here is pictured Vera Casey, which is just 2 blocks from Berkeley High School. Here, children can receive free early education, healthcare, and social services. Vera Casey principally serves high school students so they can stay in school and get their diploma. Children here are aged from about 6 weeks to 2 years. The PG&E Teen Center is located in Berkeley across the square from Berkeley High School and not so very far away from downtown Berkeley Exercise Center. It was designed by some local Berkeley architects, Knoll and Tam Architects firm, and it may look very familiar to you. They have also designed several of the new libraries that are in Berkeley. One of the primary programs that is housed here is the Y Scholars program. The Y Scholars program works hard every day to support and guide first-generation college-bound high school students so they will attend and graduate from college, the first in their families. The Downtown Oakland YMCA is located on Broadway in Oakland. It's hard to miss. It's the big blue building. It's 3 stories tall and has many services, including a pool, sauna, and steam rooms, and lots of programs, including a diabetes prevention program that has been in operation for a number of years. The Hilltop YMCA is located in Richmond, about a stone's throw away from the Hilltop Shopping Center. It has all the things that you come to expect from an exercise facility: gymnasium, pool, sauna, great group X classes, but it has a couple of other things that are special there: its own parking lot and a lot of turkeys. We love camping at the YMCA, and we have summer day camps throughout the cities that we serve, but we also run 3 residential camps, the first of which is Camp Ravencliff, which is to the north in Humboldt County. This one is only operated during the summer and very rustic, but also very beloved. The other camp that we run is Camp Loma Mar. It's in the Redwoods above Santa Cruz. This camp is our oldest camp and has been around in a tradition in many families for over 100 years. Lastly is Camp Arroyo in the bottom right. Camp Arroyo is in Livermore in the rolling hills. Here our focus is environmental education.
The YMCA of the East Bay is an association of YMCAs, internally referred to as branches, with the common cause of strengthening the communities we serve through initiatives in youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. You're associated with your branch or site, but make sure you know you're part of a larger association in a national and international movement. We are a nonprofit organization governed by a volunteer board of directors. The YMCA Board of Directors sets policy and oversees activities of the entire association. In addition, each of the YMCA locations or branches throughout YMCA of the East Bay is governed by its own board of managers. On a broader scale, all YMCA associations in the United States and individual YMCAs that are not part of an association are independent organizations. We are held together as one movement by one common cause. The National Resource Organization that serves the entire U.S. movement is the YMCA of the USA, commonly referred to as YUSA.
The Y's core values unite us as a movement with a common cause. These are the beliefs and essential principles that guide our behavior, interactions with each other, and decision-making to ensure that our programs deliver what we promise in our mission. These values set us apart from other organizations. Caring, to show a sincere concern and be sensitive to the needs of others, to go the extra mile. Honesty, to tell the truth in what you say and do, have integrity, build trust. Respect, to value the worth of every person and treat others as you would like to be treated. Responsibility, to do what is right and be accountable for your behavior and your promises.
The YMCA of the East Bay is a federally recognized nonprofit organization. As such, we have a mission to bring people together in pursuit of spiritual, mental, and physical growth, to build community, and to serve. That's what we do every day at the Y. We achieve our mission through priorities: strengthening the family, empowering teens, fostering healthy development in youth, improving health and wellness for all ages, abilities, and fitness levels. No one in the community is turned away because of inability to pay. Therefore, we raise funds annually to support our mission. How do we do it? We ask everyone to support our mission and great work in the communities we serve. Every year we have a staff campaign. You'll hear more about it in the fall. We ask our board of directors and all branch board of managers, and then we ask the community. All funds raised go to the various Y branches to help support financial aid, so when someone comes in the door and wants to join as a member or for a program and cannot afford the fees, we can help support that person. Think of it as helping to strengthen your community. So when it's time for the staff campaign, please consider making a gift. The Development Department also seeks funding from foundations and corporations for the many programs we have in our community for youth who go to our after-school programs and our before-school programs. Volunteers are the backbone of the Y and are essential to our ability to strengthen our communities. Program volunteers help staff in youth sports, childcare, in fitness classes, and many other programs at the Y. Our policy volunteers serve on our boards who govern our association. And we also have support volunteers, those energetic folks who fundraise for us every year. You'll see them at the Y during our campaign time in the fall, talking with other members and asking for their support. Let's all work to ensure that volunteers have a positive, rewarding experience at the Y. And if you see a volunteer, don't hesitate to thank them for helping the Y. We're all in this together.
At the Y, we're more than a gym or daycare. We know that lasting personal change comes about when we all work together. That's why at the Y, strengthening community is our cause. Every day we work side by side with our neighbors to make sure that everyone, regardless of age, income, or background, has the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. We believe that to bring about meaningful change in individuals and communities, we must be focused and accountable. At the Y, we measure the success of our cause by how well we engage communities in our three areas of focus. The Y is a cause-driven organization that is for youth development, for healthy living, and for social responsibility. That's because a strong community can only be achieved when we invest in our kids, our health, and our neighbors. YMCA of the East Bay has 3 critical mission priorities. The first is early childhood impact. We know what a critical difference the first 5 years of life makes. We also know that there's a huge equity gap between kids who have resources and kids who don't. They start off with a great head start, or they start off way behind when they enter kindergarten. Our YMCA is in 21 local communities in the lowest economic areas, trying to make a critical difference and bridge that equity gap. Our second priority is out of school time. We're on over 50 campuses throughout the East Bay, and those critical after school hours between 2 and 6 o'clock, the YMCA is providing homework support, counseling and therapy, healthy eating, outdoor games, and enrichment. We're making a huge difference after school in needy communities, and you can help us by chipping in. Our third priority is healthy living for all through membership. We all know that we have a critical nationwide health crisis, and there's actually one simple thing that could change that. If America got active, we could cut our healthcare bill in half. Not only that, we could improve the quality of life for millions of Americans. So when people walk through our YMCA, they're walking through with an idea of a goal that they might want to attain. But what we found over time is that they're actually longing for community, a place to succeed, people with common and like interests, and they really find the YMCA to be an amazing milieu for achieving all their goals.
In Module 2, we will cover important legal topics, our retirement fund, and benefits.
At our Y, we take harassment in the workplace very seriously. Examples of sexual harassment could include a quid pro quo situation, which typically involves exchange of favors linked to an act linked to sex or dating. It could be retaliation for refusal to submit. Hostile work environment is unwelcome conduct, sufficiently severe or pervasive to create a hostile, abusive, or intimidating working environment. This could involve conduct that has a purpose or effect of unreasonably interfering with a person's work performance or creating a hostile work environment. No gender scenario excludes sexual harassment. Men can harass women, women can harass men, and there can be same-sex harassment. At the Y, we do not tolerate harassment in the workplace. Other forms of sexual harassment include physical harassment, verbal harassment, and visual harassment. Physical harassment may include touching, obscene gestures, brushing against the body, assault, impeding or blocking movement, and any other unwelcome physical contact. Verbal harassment may include vulgar or suggestive language, sexual jokes, advances or propositions, degrading words to describe an individual or his or her body, repeatedly asking for dates, questions about sex life, or any other unwelcome words or utterances related to sex, gender, pregnancy, sexual orientation, etc. Visual harassment can include leering, derogatory posters, cartoons or sexual drawings, internet material, or inappropriate emails. While I'm talking about harassment, I want to bring up the topic of bullying. California was the first state to enact workplace anti-bullying. Bullying can be defined as the infliction of verbal abuse, such as the use of derogatory remarks and insults, verbal or physical conduct that a reasonable person would find threatening, intimidating, or humiliating. I encourage you to reach out to HR if you see this in the workplace. During new employee orientation, we want all newly hired employees to understand the importance of this. The Y is committed to providing a safe and harassment-free work environment. If you have a question, please refer to the policies outlined in the employee handbook or contact your HR representative. Harassment is prohibited by employees, members, parents of program participants, and vendors. If you witness harassment in the workplace or you feel you've been the subject of harassment, please let any manager at the Y know about your concern. We do prompt, thorough investigations of complaints. The Y does corrective action where harassment has occurred, and we do not allow any retaliation to occur.
The Y is committed to providing quality programming to our communities, which includes a number of youth programs like camping, preschool, and after-school programs. But no matter your job at the YMCA, you are a mandated child abuse reporter, Because even if you don't work directly with children, there are always children present at the Y. The prevention of child abuse is a special concern of the Y, and you hold a role as an advocate for children and their safety and for their development. So what does it mean to be a mandated child abuse reporter? California law requires all employees in youth-serving organizations to report known or reasonably suspected child abuse to Child Protective Services within the scope of their work. And although we want to catch child abuse, our greatest role is to provide a preventative environment where children are always safe. Child abuse can occur by staff, outside contractors, volunteers, and other adults. It is also possible for children to abuse children. It is easy for us to dismiss that category, but indeed, 40% of children are abused by another person under the age of 18. So we must all be vigilant and alert in every situation, even when adults are not present. So what can we do? We know that 90% of abused children are abused by someone they know and trust, and yet we want you to have those kinds of strong ties to the children in your care. So again, what can you do to protect yourself, children, and the YMCA of the East Bay? The first and most important task is to very simply never be in a situation where you are alone with a child. If we are never alone with children at the Y, then children are safe. Don't discount staff who are alone with a child without a reason. We want to believe that others have the best of intentions, but one of the things that is important to remember is that you will likely never see an abuser do harm to children. But what you will see is people who want to do harm breaking rules or bending them. We must all hold each other accountable so that children are always safe here at the Y. So when you see suspicious behavior, report it. Of course, if you see behavior that is clearly to be abuse, you will contact CPS. But it is just as important to report behavior you aren't sure about. Your supervisor can assist you in filling out incident reports. Other important regular practices are conduct health checks with each child every day. Practice side hugs, high fives, and other non-invasive forms of physical contact. Don't babysit children in Y programs or attend their events. Follow the bathroom policy for staff and for children of your programs. Never transport children in your own vehicles. And lastly, do not text children in Y programs or be on social media with them. Complete your online child abuse prevention training and refer to your child abuse prevention policies and procedures to help you prepare you for working at the Y. And again, report any concerns and address any questions you have to your supervisor right away.
We are proud to inform you about the benefits at our Y. Start saving for retirement today. Turn in your form into HR. Sign up for a membership at a credit union which is available to all YMCA employees. Enroll in commuter checks, a pre-tax deduction to help with commuting by public transportation and parking in selected garages. Access our employee assistance plan. It's useful for when one is going through a difficult time. And take part in our employee referral program. If you refer an employee, you may be eligible to receive a referral bonus of $100. Check out our career page for new job openings. Please contact your supervisor or HR for more information. One of our most amazing benefits is the YMCA retirement plan. To enroll in the YMCA retirement plan, you need these requirements. 1. 2 years of employment at a participating Y. 2. 1,000 hours worked per 12-month period for 2 years, totaling 2,000 hours in 24 months. 3. Be at least the age of 21. Upon meeting the above requirements, the YMCA will contribute 10% of your earnings to the fund. The employee is immediately vested upon enrollment in the plan. If you would like more information about our plan, please visit yretirement.org. Employees not yet eligible for the retirement plan are encouraged to save with the voluntary 403(b) Smart Account. Whatever your age, length of YMCA service, or hours worked, you may open a 403(b) Smart Account at any time during your YMCA employment. Submit a completed application to the Human Resources Department and begin saving today towards your voluntary retirement account. Your tax-deferred contributions are submitted through payroll deductions. Watch the short video to learn more about the 403B Smart Account.
Hi, my name is Christina, and we're delighted that you've chosen to work for the YMCA. Because you work for the Y, I want to tell you about a special savings opportunity available to you right from your very first day of work. No matter how many hours you work at the Y, you can save tax deferred in a 403B Smart Account with the YMCA Retirement Fund. First, let me tell you about the benefits of having a 403B Smart Account. This is how it works. The more money you put in your account through pre-tax contributions, the lower your taxable salary, the less tax you have to pay, and the faster your savings will grow. Let's look at an example of how tax-deferred saving works. Krista earns $2,500 per month and doesn't open a 403B Smart Account. Assuming she lives in a state with no state income tax, her monthly net income will be $2,187. But what if Krista decides to open a 403B Smart Account? If she saves $100 a month tax deferred, it will only really cost her $85 a month because she will be paying $15 less in federal taxes. Now, Krista is on her way to saving for her future. So here's another benefit to having a 403B Smart Account. Should you ever need to, you can borrow from your savings while working for the Y. You can borrow 50% of your total account balance in the savings plan or $50,000, whichever is less, and take up to 5 years to repay the loan. One of the best features is that all interest is repaid by you to your account. Repayment is simple. Your Y just takes it out of your paycheck and sends the payment to the fund. It's that easy. Now that you understand the advantages of the 403B Smart Account, you're probably wondering, how much should you save? Well, financial planning experts say that in order to have a comfortable retirement, you need to replace about 85% of the annual salary you were making before you retired. The reason this number is only 85% is because you will no longer be paying Social Security tax or be saving for retirement. To reach that goal, you will need to save about 15% of your salary every year during your working career. This isn't as hard as it may sound. Let me show you how you can achieve this goal. If you are enrolled in the fund's retirement plan, those contributions are already helping you reach that 15% goal. As you can see, depending on whether your Y is participating at an 8, 10, or 12% rate, you need to save additional money to make up the difference to get you to a total of 15% per year. Making up the difference is where the fund's 403B Smart Account can help. Even if you are new to the Y or not yet eligible for the retirement plan, I encourage you to save with the 403B Smart Account. You'll be glad you did. Remember, as long as you work for the Y, no matter how old you are or how many hours you work, you always have the opportunity to save in a 403B Smart Account. Even if your career plans change, your 403B savings will be here for you. Today is the best day to get started. Just download the 403B Smart Account form from our website, fill it out, and give it to your HR department. The fund is dedicated to helping you save for retirement, so I encourage you to take advantage of all the resources that are available to you. Check out our website, find us on Facebook, watch our other videos to learn more about these great benefits, or call our customer service team whenever you have questions. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for all you do every day to help your Y meet its mission.
ADP is our payroll system. Self-register for ADP and install the app on your smartphone. Through ADP, you can see your pay stubs, download your W-2 statement, change your address, go paperless, review your time worked. You can also find many administrative forms on ADP, such as our employee handbook, tax forms, and other informational documents. Some important items to consider. Sign up for direct deposit right away by bringing your voided check when you do your new hire paperwork. It takes 2 pay periods for direct deposit to go into effect. Save some trees and go paperless. The paperless feature can be turned on in your ADP account. We have a semi-monthly payroll, 24 pay periods. Payday is typically the 10th and the 26th of each month. If payday falls on the weekend, we pay the Friday before. You can find the payroll schedule on ADP. For full-time employees, the Y has a generous benefit package. We value our employees. It includes medical, dental, long-term disability, life insurance, a flex spending account, vacation, holiday, and sick time. In addition, full-time employees receive a family YMCA Bay Area membership. You will sign up or waive your benefits directly on ADP. There you will find the benefit booklet and benefit summaries. Part-time employee benefits include sick time, an individual YMCA Bay Area membership, and if desired, one can sign up for commuter checks. In this section, we are going to review some safety topics. Being safe requires everyone's participation. It promotes our core values: respect, responsibility, caring, and honesty. Being safe promotes morale and sustains productivity. We must think safely at all times in order to prevent accidents. Report any hazards to your supervisor so a notification of safety hazard form can be completed. Good housekeeping is helpful in creating a safe work environment. Make sure to clean and report spills, report all hazards and work-related injuries, keep stairwells, aisles, and exits clear, and use common sense. Report any incidents to your supervisor so an incident report can be filled out. Being prepared for an emergency is important. Know exit routes and meeting places and the locations of first aid kits, fire alarms, and extinguishers. You should always know where you can locate your safety data sheets in case you need to consult them. You'll need to consult an SDS form when using a chemical for the first time, for mixing two chemicals together, if a chemical has been spilled or released, or if you or another has been exposed to the chemical through skin, eyes, ingestion, or inhalation to determine appropriate first aid. The Y has developed a written injury and illness prevention program, IIPP, in compliance with California law. The IIPP describes the process for identifying potential hazards of the work site, along with all our policies and procedures and employee expectations to minimize those hazards. Familiarize yourself with your branch's IIPP and emergency plans. You can view a copy of the IIPP by contacting your branch's safety coordinator. The Y seeks to minimize the risk of exposure by periodically training employees who may encounter bloodborne pathogens in the course of their work. The YMCA subscribes to the concept of universal precautions, which means that all employees are required to treat all human blood or other bodily fluids as if they contain pathogens. Universal precautions mean that you are expected to exercise work practice controls and to use personal protective equipment when necessary. In addition, the YMCA provides medical response, post-exposure evaluation, and follow-up if an employee is exposed to blood or other bodily fluids. Remember to wear your staff badges, don't loan keys or staff membership cards, and to keep valuables in a safe place. If there is any violence in our workspace, remain calm and ask for support. Alert supervisors and HR. We take threats seriously. As a member of the YMCA staff team, you have a big impact and can build relationships between members, volunteers, staff, and the community. You can do this in so many ways: greeting and meeting members, smiling and saying hello, and wearing a name tag and uniform so members know they can ask you for help. If you have not already completed all of your additional required new employee training and reading, ask your supervisor and be sure to sign the document certifying their completion. Make sure to download your employee handbook from ADP. Acknowledgements include Child Abuse Prevention, Standards of Conduct, Injury and Illness Prevention Program, IIPP, Employee Safety Responsibilities, Meal Breaks. Additional information acknowledgement for workers' compensation, sexual harassment, state disability insurance, paid family leave, transportation, Y membership, and the YMCA retirement acknowledgement form. All of these documents are part of your new employee paperwork. Congratulations, you have completed the YMCA New Employee Orientation.